I admit I did have to think a bit about making this video. Because on one hand, I was thinking how these 6 bonus episodes, if not just this whole season in general, has just been kind of a letdown. But on the other hand, I also had to keep an open mind because these 6 episodes were filmed and made during the pandemic. So, and plus, these 6 episodes were kind of like, well, not kind. They're pretty much filler episodes where the plot isn't really supposed to go anywhere. It's just solo episodes for solo characters. So one week you have an episode that focuses on Daryl. The next you have focus on Negan and such. You kind of have to take these 6 episodes with a grain of salt. And I admit I did like when I first saw the episodes, I was just kind of like, I was upset, I was disappointed with how this went. I felt like this could have gone into a better direction. The writing could have been much better. But this was also filmed during a pandemic, so there's only so much you can do in a matter with the resources you have and the guidelines and such. So I'm only just gonna go into a quick brief review on what I thought about the bonus episodes. Overall, keeping an open mind. Some of the episodes I didn't mind. Like some episodes I can tolerate and stay awake for. Other times I was dozing off. I was ready to fall asleep. There's only so much you can do. And the thing is, there's only one more season to go. So I get that they're trying not to develop so much with these filler episodes, but I felt like they could have done more. Aside from the Negan episode, the season finale where it goes into Negan's backstory and such, the other episode I kind of like was the one with Gabriel and Aaron, where they're in the warehouse and they find a boar and they just kind of like talk to each other. That episode I didn't really mind too much, because at the beginning it's them pretty much killing the walkers and trying to find supplies and such. The walkers really aren't necessarily a problem anymore in these seasons, the newer seasons. They're more of just like an inconvenience in the way. They're more of just like a pothole in the road. That's the way I see it. It's pretty much at this point just about, groups trying to fight off other groups, and then there's some walkers somewhere in the show. But hopefully, with the final season coming up, they're gonna have to do something big. They're gonna have to go out with a bang, because the ratings are just synced. They've just been sinking. And no fault through, with and like I said, I understand with the pandemic, I'm really trying to keep an open mind with how these episodes were filmed during, a real life pandemic going on. But, I feel like there's more that could have been done. I feel like, like that episode with the dog, was that really honestly necessary to have? Daryl and the other lady he finds in the house. I mean, fine. I mean, it's something, but did you really have to go into like kind of like detail with the dog? I mean, you probably could And the thing is, you probably didn't really have to see a majority of these episodes. You could have just like not seen these episodes at all, and honestly, you really wouldn't have missed a thing. But I will give credit where credit's due. Even in the worst of the worst episodes, or no matter how bad a season is, the actors and actresses always bring their A game. And I always appreciate that in actors and actresses. You know, I don't blame them for the script they're given. They're only doing their part, they're doing their job, and they're always great with the role. I'm always convinced that they're acting, and yeah, I always give props to Melissa McBride, Norma Reedus, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I mean, I always give them credit for bringing their A game, and always convincing me that they're almost sort of like real people. So I always appreciate that in a show, and I do give them credit for that. But yeah, that's really about it. Hopefully, the final season will go out in a bang, and with no Rick, no Michonne. I'm gonna assume right now that the Commonwealth plotline is gonna be a whole different ball game, and we can only hope and assume for the best. But in the meantime, we only have a few months to wait. The final season's going to premiere sometime in the summer. I think August, I believe. So it really isn't that far behind. Where it isn't really that far away. So just a couple of months, and like I said, we can only assume for the best. And I'm just trying to keep my faith up. Hopefully, the writing's improved by then. Is what I'm trying to say. So until next time.